President Trump appears to have cooled on the idea of background checks following mass shootings in Ohio and Texas.
On Sunday, he told reporters it's a mental health issue, and that is where he wants lawmakers to focus.
CBN's White House correspondent Ben Kennedy joins us with details. Ben, good evening.
Well, good evening, Eric and Jenna. Yes, some feel President Trump changed his tone a bit after pushing for meaningful background checks, adding that he's concerned with the Second Amendment and that people don't realize we have a very strong background check system right now. He says, I don't want people to forget this is a mental health problem. Take a listen.
It's the people that pull the trigger. It's not the gun that pulls the trigger. So we have a very, very big mental health problem, and Congress is working on various things, and I'll be looking at it. We're very much involved. We're very much involved in looking at what they're studying.
And as you heard President Trump there, he said that a bipartisan committee is already working on the background checks, and we could get an update when lawmakers return right here to D.C. in a few short weeks. Eric, Jenna?
And Ben, we also understand the president was talking about the Middle East peace plan. What did he have to say about that?
Eric, he did, yes. He plans to unveil his proposal after the Israeli elections, calling this the toughest deal of all.
It's the people that pull the trigger. It's not the gun that pulls the trigger. So we have a very, very big mental health problem, and Congress is working on various things, and I'll be looking at it. We're very much involved. We're very much involved in looking at what they're studying.
Well, that was President Trump talking about the mental health crisis when it comes to weapons and guns. As for the Middle East peace plan, he did talk about how difficult this is going to be to get the Israelis and the Palestinians to the table. We did get a sneak peek of the long-awaited Middle East plan back in June. The starting point aims to get both the Israelis and Palestinians to talk and address the core issue of the conflict. The challenge lies with the Palestinian Authority, who cut off diplomatic ties with the U.S. after President Trump recognized Jerusalem as Israel's capital. Jenna, Eric?
Yeah, it's really complicated. Ben, while we have you here real quick, it appears the feud between President Trump and his former White House communications director is really heating up on Twitter.
Oh boy, Jenna, it is heating up. Anthony Scaramucci, his former and now turned nemesis, is threatening to put together a coalition of former cabinet officials to essentially speak out against Trump in an effort to find an alternative Republican nominee in 2020. No surprise here, Trump fought back on Twitter, calling Scaramucci highly unstable nut job, adding that he barely knew him until his 11 days of gross incompetence made a fool of himself bad on TV. Scaramucci predicts this coalition will go public by the fall. But in the meantime, Eric and Jenna, it appears that